Hi, Virgo. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to continue on with the new love readings by talking about two different perspectives on the relationship. So we're going to take a look at how you see things in the relationship and how your soulmate sees things in the relationship. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. Okay. I usually deal out all the cards, but this time we just gonna go right on into the reading, and then I'll deal out the card at every question. Okay. All right. So the overall energy for this week's reading, Virgo, is the Justice card. This is Libra energy. It is talking about balance, about you getting what you deserve when it comes to relationships, because, and your person as well, because like, as I always tell you, you've both been through it. You've been through a lot of hard times when it comes to, trying to fight for love. Okay. Underneath this is the Chariot card. This is Cancerian energy. This is about you overcoming the obstacles, you and your person doing this and coming together and being successful in this relationship. It is about you, balancing out the dark and the light sides of your personality, and just overcoming whatever is standing in your way, or what has been in the past standing in your way, in order for you to have success. Okay. Underneath this is the Six of Swords. So both you and your person are moving forward. I feel like you're moving forward together. All right. You are moving out of the rough period of your life into a calmer or more peaceful period of your life with this Six of Swords. And this can also represent you healing as well. I feel like that is the impetus. That is what is making this move forward, making it happen, is the fact that you're healing. Okay. Underneath this is the Ace of Wands. You're going to have a fresh, new, passionate start in love, because this is normally the passion stick. Like I said, you and your person are not going to be able to keep your hands off of each other. People are going to be telling y'all to get a room. It's going to be that type of love. Okay. And I am talking about the soulmate. Some of y'all, are the newer people, are mixing up the soulmate and the twin. I'm talking about the soulmate, the person that comes in and treats you right. This person is not in a relationship with anybody else but you. They don't see anybody else but you. Okay. If you are dealing with somebody that's dealing with another person, it's not your soulmate. Okay. And then look at how this person treats you. If they're not treating you properly, it is the twin, and it is not your soulmate. The soulmate is coming in, doing everything right. Okay. And this is after you have stepped away from the chaos and the BS with the twin. All right. Okay. So underneath this is the Six of Pentacles. This is about equal love, equal give and take, which I feel like I said, both of you are coming together to give this to each other. You are being each other's gift, each other's blessing. Okay. All right. And then, as you know, there's going to be a choice that needs to be made with the Two of Swords. That twin is going to come back, and you're going to have to compare them with the new person and decide who you want to be with. A lot of you have already made your choice. You already know who you want to be with, but you still have to demonstrate or illustrate to spirit that you have learned your lesson. Okay. All right. So we are going to start by clarifying the Justice card. Justice, please. Okay. So while you are in separation with your person, Spirit is telling you to, work on keeping your vibration as high as possible. One of the ways you do this is by healing. It is by the stories that you tell yourself. It's about you imagining what it's going to be like with you and this person coming together, because that's what your person does. I told y'all that several times in the twin flame readings. If you haven't watched the twin flame readings, they come out every Sunday, and there are a lot of them out there that talk about, you coming together with the soulmate. So Spirit is saying, do everything you can to stay in as high of a vibration as you can. I'm not telling you to get yourself up, so high, because you don't need to do that either. Stay in the middle, but don't, when things happen to bring you down, go ahead and have your feeling, but then let it go and move forward. Like, bring yourself back up to the, like I said, the middle ground, because you don't want to be hyper happy, and you don't want to be, uber sad either. You want to stay in the middle, because a lot of times if you go to one extreme or the other, the next day something will happen in the opposite direction to level you out. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Let's get some messages from your. Some clarification cards for your person is what I wanted to say. Okay. So this person, this new person, the soulmate is drawn to you. Okay. And they are working on fixing what is broken within their lives. Okay. Whatever has happened to put them in this, in the situations that they were in, whatever within themselves that was, messed up and needs to be fixed. That's what they're doing. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the first cards we're going to look at, this is talking about how you both represent yourselves. So you are showing up, Virgo, as the King of Cups. So this is a beautiful card to see. It is Cancer energy when it shows up for me, but it could also represent other water signs like Scorpio and Pisces. But when it shows up in this reading for me, Spirit is saying that we're talking about the sign of Cancer. So with the King of Cups, this is talking about balance, you balancing out the logic and the emotional side of your, of your personality, and realizing that there's a time and place for both. Okay. Because I feel like, when you were with the twin, they tried to stay away from the emotion and focus on the logic. But this is about you knowing how to balance out both, because that's how you keep a balanced life. Okay. All right. Then we've got your person, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm moving ahead. I'm going a little too fast. Let me clarify the King of Cups. Sorry. Whew. Okay. So you and this person are together already in the fifth dimension, okay, in the 5D. That's why you hear the songs you hear. That's why you get the messages you get. That's why you're feeling the things you feel, because the two of you are aligning and coming together so that you can come together in a 3D, okay? So we have the shadow work card showing up here. So Spirit is telling me that a lot of you still have shadow work that you need to do on yourself. Like I told you, the healing, looking back at the things in the past, okay? We're going to keep talking about this because it needs to be done. And it's not, it's also for the new people that are coming in as well, so that they know what they need to do if they want to move forward with this soulmate and leave the twin behind. Okay. All right. Okay. So when it comes to your person and how they, they represent themselves in this connection, we've got the Knight of Cups. So this is a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I love this, that the both of you are coming out as water, as cups, as waters, because it's telling me that you're coming forward with your emotions. So this person is going to come forward with their heart on their sleeve. They're going to lay it all out on the table, right? Let you know exactly how they feel. Okay. And they're going to want the same thing in return. And I feel like you're going to give it to them because you are showing up as the King of Cups. Okay. So they're coming forward with their love offer. And I feel like you're going to return that love offer with the King of Cups. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, this person is coming in. They're going to be all about the intimacy. And I'm not just talking about the sex. I'm talking about in the beginning about opening themselves up and letting you see who they are. Being vulnerable is what I mean. Okay. The other intimacy is going to come too, but Spirit is speaking figuratively. Okay. So we also have receiving a message. So this person, for a lot of you, they're getting ready to come in with this receiving a message card. Okay. I hear Message in a Bottle, by the Police. If you listen to Police Sting, who was the lead singer of the Police, that's what I'm talking about, that song. It's an older song, but that's what I hear in my head. Okay, so let's take a look at the next part of the read. This is going to talk about how you see each other. So how does Virgo see the soulmate? And how does the soulmate see Virgo? All right. Okay, here we go. So when it comes to you, Virgo, and how you see your soulmate, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is right here. Knight of Swords is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart: Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So you see this person coming in out of nowhere, sweeping you off your feet. Not sleeping you off your feet, but everything that gets said in the reading, it means something to somebody. So this could be talking about, like I told you, how the two of you are not going to be able to keep your hands off each other. Could be talking about that. But This person is coming forward with this pentacle, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, wanting to give you something grounded, stable, something that has the potential to last a lifetime if that's what you're wanting, okay? And I just said laugh a lifetime, so there's going to be a lot of laughter in this connection, okay? Okay, so some of you are maybe going through the dark night of the soul. If you're not going through the dark night of the soul yet, you may have already done it, or it may be imminent when this is showing up, okay? And then we've got the regret card. So when you go through this dark night of the soul, what it is, it's like a spiritual depression for those of you who don't know what it is, okay? And when I say, sometimes I abbreviate it and I say D-knots. So when I say D-knots, that's what I'm talking about, the dark night of the soul. It's like you don't care about anything. You don't want to do anything. It's like everything is just like blah. It's like it has similar symptoms as a regular depression, but this is a spiritual depression, okay? And it manifests very similarly to a regular depression, okay? But you have, like I said, this is talking about somebody being, having a lot of regret about things that have happened. And I feel like Spirit is saying, don't be like that. What happened the way it was supposed to happen. And, you came out on the other side even better for it. And when you come out of this dark night of the soul, you're going to be even better for it, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. So for those of you that are going through the dark night of the soul, my heart goes out to you, because I understand. I've been through it. I've been through 2 of them. So I know it ain't no joke. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person and how they see you as the Empress. Okay. So this is Taurus, Libra energy. They see you as standing in your power, knowing your worth. You have, parenthood energy, because I'm make it fit, guys. I'm talking about male or female, because there's no gender in tarot. So they feel like you would make a good parent. They want to have a family with you, if that's what you both agree to, and they feel like you would be a very good candidate to raise to raise children with. Okay. It's also talking about, and I hate to make it sound clinical like that. I'm just explaining to you what this card, what it is, what it's saying. Okay. I don't know why I keep tripping over myself. Either it's got to be, this person could be in this energy. Like I told you, they feel intimidated, okay, by you. Because I think, for a lot of them, they put you on the pedestal because they have a lot of feelings for you. And so that could be why I'm tripping over what I'm saying like this, because I've been doing it the whole read so far. So with the Empress card, it is also talking about, the fact that you may need to get more in touch with your softer side as well, because of the things, you've been through. You've been through a lot of stuff, and it's normal to want to shut down. But in this relationship, if you want this to work, you have to come in and be open, okay? As open as you possibly can. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, so your person wants both of you to be completely open with each other, no secrets, okay? And they want to go slowly. They want for, the both of you to navigate this connection carefully, okay? Because they're not wanting things to, they're wanting things to go right and for nothing, to go wrong. Even though, you can't really stop that from happening. But, I feel like they're talking about, just like what I tell y'all, that you need to tell this person up front what it is you're looking for in a relationship, okay? How you're expecting this person to act. I think I told y'all about this last week. I gave you an example of one of mine. So like one of my things is, if you're going to be here, be here. I don't want somebody that's going to talk to me every day for fucking 10 days and then they disappear for damn 2 months or something like that. That's a deal breaker for me. If you do some shit like that, I don't want to be with somebody like that. Cause that is like abandonment 101 or rejection 101. And I'm not saying that, I still have abandonment issues, because I've dealt with my stuff. Because you see, I can talk about it and it doesn't upset me. But there's certain things that for me are red flags, and I won't be in a relationship with somebody where they're like never there. Like for instance, I know somebody that was married to someone, and this person, like, one of the people was a workaholic and the other person worked too, but they didn't work like the first person, right? So it ended up being a situation where I used to call this person like a work widow. I always used that was the term that I always used, because it was like they saw their person, but not as much as I'm sure they would have liked to, because the other person was always working. And I get it. You got to work, you got to make money and stuff like that. But you can't allow stuff to overtake your relationship, because at the end of the day, nobody on their deathbed says, oh, I wish I had worked even more than what I'd worked. You know, at the end of the day, it's about your relationships. I don't care if you're a male or a female. Okay. It's about the quality of those relationships. And because you know that if you are having issues with somebody in your life, especially if it's somebody very important in your life, it affects all your shit. It puts you in a bad mood. You know, it trickles over into all the other areas of your life. So that's why it's just important. It's important. So you need to let this person know how you need to be in a relationship, how you need them to be in a relationship so you can be comfortable, and vice versa. They need to let you know as well. And then that way, that's going to help you to not step on landmines at the beginning of the connection when the two of you are just getting to know each other. Okay. All right, here we go. Next question is, how do you both feel about the relationship? So how does Virgo feel about this relationship? And how does their soulmate feel about this relationship? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to take these. Okay. All right. So when it comes to you and how you feel about this relationship, is it supposed to be like this, Spirit? Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords. It came out reversed. Air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And then the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like with this relationship, you're going to learn how to hold on to people in a connection, people in a relationship, your person in a relationship in a healthy manner. And I also feel like with the Queen of Swords, you're going to stop suppressing your emotions, because I feel like in past relationships, you've not been able to be yourself, Virgo, like truly be yourself, to like, because I feel like all of us to a certain extent in the past have worn a mask, because sometime somewhere in the past, somebody told you that you being who the hell you are is not okay. But I feel like now, after you've gone through all the things you've gone through, and the fact that you are doing the healing, that is going to put you in a different space, a different headspace, where you just like, fuck this. I'm not gonna play games anymore. Either this person can accept me for who I am, or they can get the fuck on, because that's the way I feel. I'm not doing it. It is so exhausting to try to be somebody other than who the fuck you are. I tell y'all all the time, that's what this is about. This is about you being able to relax in a relationship where you can be your authentic self and your person can be their authentic self. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Yeah. See? It's about your self-worth, okay? Knowing that you are lovable, you are loving, you are loved, you are worthy of having the type of relationship you want. Because I feel like a lot of people have, tried to tell us throughout our lives that, we weren't worthy, or by their actions, that the things that they've, shown us, that, by them not being able to meet our needs, they want to try to say you too much. No, because the right person is going to meet you halfway. The right person is going to give what you give. The right person is going to do what it is you're wanting them to do in a relationship to make you feel loved. Okay. So we also have the inner child card here. This is talking about inner childhood wounding. Okay. And Spirit is telling you this is something that needs to be looked at. Your self-worth. Make sure your self-worth is on point, and that you heal any inner child issues you got, so that, you're not bringing this shit up in the relationship. So when it comes to your person and how your person feels about the relationship, we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, Ace of Swords, okay? And then we have the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is that this person is going to feel like they vibe with you on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, okay? And that this is going to be a relationship that's like out of this world, unlike anything the two of you have ever experienced. Like I said, your fairy tale relationship, the relationship you've always wanted, okay? Then we have the Ace of Swords showing up here. It's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of truth telling. You're going to always know where you stand with this person and vice versa. And then with the Temperance card, this connection is going to be balanced and it's going to be very healing because Temperance is about balance and healing as well. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, so Spirit is saying there are blessings for both of you. You're going to be each other's blessing, basically. Okay. Then we have the reliving the past card. This is again about your person digging through their past because they are, you know, removing any obstacles because they're ready to have you come their way because you are their blessing. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represent what you both want from the relationship. So what does Virgo want from the relationship? Okay. What does their person want from the relationship? Okay. Okay. So when it comes to you, we have you showing up as the Five of Swords. So you tired of the fucking mind games. You're tired of the, you know, being left on red, the people not calling you back, you know, you being ghosted, you being left out in the cold, all these things. You're tired of all that crap and you're ready for that to, you know, to put an end to that for good and to never have to experience it again. Okay. Let's clarify. Five of Swords. Okay. Yeah. See, putting an end to cycles, putting it into these cycles, and then you're wanting the same thing your person wants, clear and concise communication between the two of you. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person and what they're wanting, okay, from the relationship is the Eight of Cups. They're wanting both of you to walk away from the bullshit, to walk away from those past experiences and to head towards the Nine of Cups because you are each other's Nine of Cups. You're each other's wish fulfillment. And when the two of you come together, you're going to move towards the Ten of Cups, which is the, you know, the happy family, the love, all of those things. Okay. Let's clarify. So we have the vacation card and we also have changes coming. So Spirit is letting you know, okay, your person could currently be on vacation. They could be taking a break from, you know, all of the things that they've got going on. Okay. They could be, you know, at some type of retreat. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. And then, you know, the change is coming and it's been a long time coming because look at all these damn moons. Look at all the different ways the moon is showing up. Okay. So it's been a long time for this to come your way. So I know you are both champing at the bit and you're ready to be together. Okay. All right. So the next question we're going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4 is how you both see a possible future together. How does Virgo see a possible future with their person? Okay. How does Virgo soulmate see a possible future? Okay. Okay. So King of Pentacles is showing up for you. Earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart towards Virgo Capricorn. This is about you, you know, what we just talked about with the Ace of Pentacles at the beginning. Long-term, stable, committed, you know, relationship. This person being your life partner and you being theirs. A lot of you, you want this to be the last person you with. Okay. And then see, you got family coming and your soul tribe. Because that's what I'm telling a lot of y'all, you know, all of y'all, that it's not just this relationship. I feel like this person is going to come in, but it's going, and when they come in, it's going to be a whole bunch of other shit that comes in at the same time. Like I said, the two of you are going to get money together. You may start a business with each other. You know, I feel like just the two of you being together is just going to spark a whole bunch of stuff happening in your lives. I feel like I said, you're each other's blessing. You're each other's lucky charm. Because look at the clovers on here, the 4-leaf clovers on here. Okay. You are each other's lucky charm. So with the family and the tribe card, like I said, these are going to be, you know, other friends, you know, other chosen family that's going to come into your life that understands you just like this new person does, this soulmate does. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person and how they see a possible future in the relationship, they got the Two of Pentacles showing up here. Okay. The Two of Pentacles can talk about juggling. I feel like, you know, this is Spirit telling you that this person is ready to stop juggling. I told you the Seven of Cups can come up for them having options, but they've already made their choice. They already know who they want to be with. And it's you. They don't see anybody but you. They not messing around with nobody but you. That's why when people come to me in the comments and they like, well, what if my person is messing with somebody else? Then I'm like, you got to be messing with a twin or with somebody else, because it's not the soulmate. Because the soulmate is not about that life. They not about that shit, playing around with people and all that. All of that's gone. We moving past that. We grown folks now. We having grown folks relationships. We not messing around with that BS no more. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay. So your person is asking for guidance from spirit to get, to move through this connection just like you are. They, they're empathic and they're in touch with their spiritual team. And then spirit is saying that the universe has a plan on how this is going to come together. And like, that's why spirit is telling you to leave it, let it go, stop trying to force it, stop trying to make it happen. It's going to happen when it's time for it to happen. Because some of you are going through the dark night of the soul. Others of you have shadow work you have to do. You have to heal your inner child. You gotta prepare yourself, work on your self-worth so you're ready to open up to this person and communicate with them in a proper manner. Because this is about, if you want to call them, call them. If you want to tell them how you feel, you tell them how you feel. This is not the time to be holding back. This is about you coming forward and being honest, but taking your time, baby steps. We're not talking about coming in and, yeah, this and that, and why, and screaming in front of the rooftop. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay. It ain't that type of party. Taking your time and moving towards this person, showing them that you have just as much intention of wanting to be with them and be open with them as they are, having with you. Okay. All right. So now we are going to get some messages from spirit, see what they want to tell you, what else they want to tell you about the reading. Whew, cards just flying across the room. Hold on one second. I got to get it. Okay, so we got the Hermit card showing up here, Virgo energy, and we also have the Two of Cups. So Spirit is telling you, use this Hermit energy, okay, to work on all these things I just called out for you. You can rewind if you don't remember what I just said. But it's, it's taking this time. This separation is a gift. It is not a punishment, okay? This is spirit giving you the best gift they can give you before they bring in this person, to give you a chance to take a breath, to exhale, to look at the things you need to look at, and to, what's the word I want to use? Exercise, like an exorcism, like exercise all of the residue of the twin. Just let their asses completely go. To be fully and completely open, have a blank slate, and start all over with this new person, okay? Then we have the Two of Cups. It's saying falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship, forgiveness and the ending of challenges, exchanging gifts. Don't give up on people you love. So that's what Spirit is saying. Give this person a chance. See what it's about before you take it to a negative place. See what it's about first, okay? Because we know you've been through it. I get it. But sometimes you got to go, what they say, you got to kiss a lot of frogs before you meet your prince or your princess. Or your king, or I'm saying your emperor or your empress. That's what I'm saying. You got to kiss a lot of frogs before you can get there sometimes, because there are lessons that need to be learned. And you can't go into a relationship like this and not value yourself, not, understand your self-worth. You can't do that. You got to be able to stand toe to toe with this person. That's why this is so important. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's get some messages from your person. Let's get to the good stuff. Like I said, we ain't taking nothing from that other person. Okay, we've got whenever I see flowers, I think of you. Then we have, I want you to be happy, even if that means being without me. See, this is the difference between the old person and this new person. This new person is all about you. That's how you know. If the other person is all about getting their needs met, then you know who you're dealing with, okay? It says, I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel so safe and accepted. And that's what I feel like is going to happen. That you may go in with some trepidation. You may go in not, kind of, because I get it. You gon' second guess. You gon' feel like that in the beginning because you're wary or weary, or however you pronounce it. You're weary, wary of what has happened to you. You've been fucking traumatized, and you got every right to feel the way you feel. But I'm telling you, if you gonna try with anybody, and you gonna open up to anybody to see how it goes, this is the person you need to do this with, because this is your present. That's why there's a card in one of these decks where it's a wrapped gift, and it's like somebody handing it to you. That's what Spirit is saying. This person is your reward for doing the things that they're asking you to do, for learning the lessons you were being asked to learn. Okay, for learning how to just love yourself and put yourself first. Okay, so we've got no one understands me like you do. Okay, I crave you. When I can hold you again, I will never let you go. I miss you more and more every day. And then I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. Okay? All right. Okay, one more deck, and then we'll get the oracle cards. Okay. It says we have illusion. It says I may be quiet right now, but you are always on my mind. Remember that separation is an illusion. We are always together. We are drawn together by faith. Trust your intuition. I'm working hard behind the scenes to heal and reach out to you soon. Stay strong for me. I'm coming back home. Okay. Then we have soon. Okay. It says we will be together in the near future. Our reunion is imminent, and I'm doing all I can to be ready for you. I'm working hard on myself to be a better provider for you. I hear you call for me and I'm coming back to you. This is my promise to you that soon we will reunite again. And like I said, for the newbies, I'm telling you, this is somebody you had a past life relationship with you in another lifetime, not this lifetime. That's why they're talking about reunion and reuniting. That's why you'll hear us say reconciliation. It is not somebody, not somebody from your past this past that you've had a relationship with, not a romantic one. Okay. All right. So let's get these romance angel oracle cards before I let you go, Virgo. Okay, so we have release your ex. Spirit is saying the time has come to clear your energy. If you want this new person, you got to let go of this dude here, or dude or dudette, male or female, whoever. You got to let go of them. Okay. Then we have true love. It says this is the romance of a lifetime. That's why I'm telling y'all, see what it's about first before you start saying you don't want, you don't this, you don't that. Because I'm telling you, if somebody, that's like being at the damn Price is Right, and they come out and tell you you won the damn jackpot, and you turn around and walk away. You be like, no, I'm going home. I don't want it. So I'm like, what kind of crap is that? You got to think about what you're turning down, because this is a situation where if you turn your back on this new person, there's no guarantee there's going to be somebody else in the future where you're going to have this type of love. Okay. This is like the type of love that you were supposed to have with the twin. You're not going to be able to. So it's like they replacing the twin with another person who's going to give you this type of love. And so if you turn your back on this person, Virgo, I can't sit here and tell you it's going to be somebody else that's going to come in that you're going to be able to have that with. So that's why I'm telling you, it will behoove you to get over this shit you got to get over with. You got to get over so you can move forward with this person. Okay. Like I said, I understand healing is not a straight line, but Spirit is giving you this separation time in order for you to do what you need to do to fix your vibration, to fix your situation. Okay. All right, Virgo, I hope this helped. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Virgo.